All right. Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. No, happy Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, not Tuesday. Um, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about being lucky. And I was brought up in the Caribbean. I am an Indian in the Caribbean. And one of the things that I was told is because I have three older brothers and I am the youngest and I'm a girl, it meant I am lucky and I brought luck to the family, right? And the other day somebody told me that how I am so lucky that I was able to walk away from the corporate world. And I was like, I've always been against the word luck because to me, I've worked really hard in my life. And it wasn't luck, it was my determination, it was my passion, right? It was my commitment. And then when this person told me I'm lucky that I was able to leave the corporate world, I was like, the truth is, it's not luck, it's choice. It's never been luck, it's always been choice. And what I mean by that, right? I chose to be a civil engineer, so I studied, I chose to study, right? I did that. I also chose to stay for 10 years in that career, which made me unfulfilled. But you know what I did in those 10 years? I looked beyond. I always knew that there was something else. In the beginning, I always thought it was another job. So I looked for other jobs and I kept moving, right? So I chose to leave that dead end job to move for something bigger and better every single time I made that move. And when I finally got a job in what is one of the best construction companies in Trinidad, and I realized that, you know what, this is still not good enough for me. Nothing against the company, but I am not in alignment. This is not where I want to spend the rest of my life. So I chose to start looking outside, as in a business, not a job anymore. I chose to look completely out of the education side, right? And that's when I started to do my own facial business. Now, I didn't actually get to the point where I was physically doing it, but I started to put things in place to do that, right? I did the courses, I got certified, I started to buy all the equipment, like the massage table, things like that, the product, whatever, right? And but it was choice, right? I always knew in my heart that one day I would leave the corporate world because it wasn't for me. I didn't know when that would be. I didn't know the how, right? Because that's part of this life, right? It's not about knowing the how, it's just knowing that it will happen, right? That you will have that life that you want and you claim that life, and then the how somehow comes in, right? And for me, it wasn't the facial business. That wasn't my how, but because I took forward action into going into becoming a business owner, I actually came across this business when I immigrated in 2018, right, to Canada. And here's the thing, right? I chose to walk away from the corporate world. I chose to invest my time and my money into this business. I chose to build this business. It was not luck. It has always been choice. And on the hard days in this business, I choose to keep looking forward. I choose to stick it out. I choose to never go back. I choose to never quit. It's not luck, right? As in, there is no I'm lucky and better off than someone else. I grew up really, really poor. How do I afford this amazing house? It's because every single step of the way, I chose to become better at what I did. I chose to see opportunity in every single thing that came. I chose to say yes to these opportunities. And if you want to say anything about luck, it's that. The more you say yes to an opportunity, it seems like you get lucky and more opportunity comes to you. And someone who hasn't been saying yes, they think from the outside, oh, it's easy for you. It's not easy. I have had to walk through many stepping stones. But you know what? I had a great desire for more. And I had the willingness to step outside of my comfort zone. Many people are too afraid. They let fear keep them back. They want great lives. They want out of the corporate job that they do not like. They want more money. They want more time, but they're not willing to take that step outside. They're not willing to take a chance on themselves. I'm not asking you to take a chance on anyone else. I'm saying take a chance on yourself. And that is exactly what this business, the opportunity that it brought to my doorstep the day I opened myself up to that potential, right? It probably was in front of my eyes for years before, but I never saw it because I didn't open myself up to it. But the day I did, I saw it. And because I was accustomed to saying yes to opportunity, which would have been jobs at that time, right? But now it was business, I started to see more opportunity and I said yes to it. So it's not luck, right? I mean, am I blessed by my creator? Of course I am. But it's because I'm a grateful person. It's because I'm choosing to grow. It's because I help others, right? It's not about luck. And I feel like some people use that as an excuse to not do anything else. Oh, it was easy for you. No, it wasn't. It's I haven't found anybody in this life who is successful where they say that it was easy. Not one person. It has always been a journey. And the question is, are you willing to truly walk that journey to your best ability? Are you really willing to say, to have that faith and say, I want that better quality of life, and no matter what, I am going to get it. And that is the determination I've had since I was probably like 9 years old. I knew that I was coming out of my where I lived in that community. I always knew that I was going to leave. And I did it when I was 18. So from the age of 9 to 18, I kept that vision. I had no idea. I was a child. I had no idea how I was going to do it, but I was able to do it, right? At the age of 18, I left home. I got that dream and I never went back, right? So it's the quality of life that you want, and it's your determination to hold true to that. Some things take longer, a lot longer, before you can get it. But that doesn't mean you give up and you walk away and you go back to your old ways, or you settle, right? Now, I use the corporate world as a stepping stone, and that's what I encourage others to do, right? It's not about just having money and just spending that money. You have to be able to let a portion of that money work for you. And that is what I did with this business. A portion of my money is always working for me. Now I've expanded my portfolio where I actually do other investments. We want to buy important properties, things like that, right? But at the end of the day, in the beginning, it was just my salary from my job that I was using. A portion of it, I was always squirreling it away for that opportunity. And I consistently did that. Okay. And there are a lot of people who are going to say, well, you're good because you had an engineering degree, so you got paid more than most people. But you know what? Maybe I got a little bit more than most people, but compared to the people whose jobs I was actually doing in the corporate world, I wasn't making anything in comparison to what they were making. Yet they were the bosses, yet they were getting paid and they were doing nothing. I was doing all of the hard work inside. So you know what I did? I didn't stay. I didn't say that they were lucky. I looked for a different opportunity. And sometimes it takes long sometimes. At the end of the day, it took me 10 years. I stayed for 10 years. And now looking back, it's like, why would I stay for so long? But I was comfortable as well. So in that last year, I was so uncomfortable where when something changed in it, I got a letter from my HR telling me that they were actually making me, demoting me to something lower. That was it. I was able to just cut that and I was able to just walk away, hold my head up. And in their mind, because they demoted me, they think that they did something to me. And my HR manager actually told me that. She was like, well, I know that you resigned because you don't want other people to think that, oh, it's a demotion. No one can demote me. You could change my title, you can cut my salary, but you cannot demote me, because you know what? That me is inside here. And every person I go to will always see my worth. So today I invite you to see your own worth, right? What is the quality of life that you want to live? And are you actually taking action to get that? Or are you hoping that the world will change so you can live that life? Because the world is not going to change. You have to take that action. And this business is one of the perfect ways to do it, because you can build your own digital business or your online business from scratch with zero business experience. I had zero business experience. As an engineer, I had zero idea about advertising, about things like that, right? So today is a day where you can take that first step by watching a free live workshop to learn more about how to start an online business. And then when you follow the steps, you will get introduced to our entire system. And we're here to provide that information for you, because with all that information, then you can make a knowledgeable decision. So if you're interested in changing your life, if you're interested in taking back that control because you have that power, then click my website. It's on this video. You will see it. Head over to my website, input your name and your email address. That's all I need. And then look out for instruction. We go live in just over an hour from now at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is a day where you get to take back your power, take back your control, and put yourself on that path to start earning whatever you want to earn. Forget what your boss is paying you. What do you want to earn? So take that step today, and I will see you on the inside. Watch it live tonight, or you can watch a replay if it doesn't work. But I will see you live. I will see you on the inside, where I'm going to help you change your life massively.